I'm here with the Donner DED models versus, or DED, I don't want to call them dead, versus the Alesis Nitro Max, and I wanted to show you the differences here and what you can get for your budget. Now this Donner one, this is the DED 80, and well, it's a little bit cheaper to put together. All the materials are just a little bit cheaper than of the Alesis Nitro Max, but as soon as you upgrade Donners, then you get a little bit more bang for your buck there as well. So you can get different models for the different DED models, and you can get different pads and everything. Here everything is pretty basic, so let me show you what we got here, and I'm going to do a sound test as well so you can hear the difference. So here are the pedals. This is just a loose pedal, and then the bass pedal without any like hammer to hammer an actual bass, whereas the Alesis does have that, and upgraded Donner models have as well. Then I think the biggest negative here for the Donner 80 and the 72 is the drum pads. They're a little bit different between the two models, but they don't have, like for the snare, they're all the same. So the snare doesn't have like this rim on there where you can tap the rim as well, whereas the Alesis does have that, and I think that's one major advantage of having like an upgraded kit. You have a lot more sound possibilities here. So here the toms are different than the snare, and here the toms are all the same. The same goes for the hi-hats and the rides. They're all the same, they just have one zone, and there the hi-hat and the cymbals are also different with different zones. So I think that really does make a difference if you want to like have those options. And here for the cheaper Donner models, and I think for all the Donner models to put it together, it's just a little bit easier but also cheaper. This is just one piece here, as you can see, and here you can height adjust just about everything. So this is height adjustable, you can change the angle a little bit, so you can change everything there. And I think there's a big difference as well. Everything feels a little bit more premium here than on the Donner model. But let's do a sound test as well. Let me put you down for a second. So we can do a sound test here. Now, the advantage of the Donners is, of course, that you get everything with it. So with the Alesis Nitro Max, it's a little bit more for like a pro level, or really an amateur level playing. So you get drumsticks, but you don't get a stool, you don't get the cables to connect this. With the Donner, you even get a headset, a very cheap one at that, but you get everything to immediately start playing with this, whereas with this one you also get a cable, so you can connect this to something like a PA system, whereas this one they like almost expect you to already have these things, to already be a musician and have the cables and your own headset, whereas this I would not really recommend to use it, but it does suffice if you're really a beginner. So I think this could be perfectly good for children who want to get started with drumming and have like a set. It's a lot more affordable to have something like this. And you have different pads that you can use. And as you can hear, when you hit that, it's just the plastic, so you don't have like the rim that you have with that one. Let's get to that in a second. I think the sounds are also a little bit cheaper sounding than with something like that. So you get, if you upgrade for modules, I think this one has the same, it's a different module but the same sounds as the Donner 70. So choosing between those is a bit interchangeable, but if you get to the DED levels like 200 or 300x, then you get some different sounds as well. But here for the 70 and 80, I think for kids it's cool, but you're going to tire from these sounds pretty quickly. So it's not really realistic sounding, in my opinion. So those are a little bit of the different settings that you can have with this Donner 70. Now, I'll turn this off for a second while I pull out the cable, because otherwise you get that static. But let's put this in here for a second. And again, you need your own drum throne if you want to get started with something like this. So they kind of expect you to already be drumming and already have your own drum stool. And then just get this as an additional set for like practicing at home and practicing silently, even though you do get drumsticks with it. These also feel a little heavier, a little bit better, but they're logoless, and then Donner has their logo on these sticks. So Donner's is a little bit more branded, I think, there with the differences. And here you have like the bass drum, where you have to hit the drum part there in the back. So let's turn this one on, and we can hear the different sounds there. All right, turn this one back on as well. There we are. So this is like the rim that you can hit as well. And also when you hit it harder, you get a different sound than when you hit it softer. And then there's a lot of cool sounds in here. So those are the differences you can get with like your budget. If you're like already playing drums, you want to get something like this for yourself, I think getting the Alesis, I really like this brand, the Nitro Max. This is what I'm using now to start practicing and start learning the drums. So for me, it's just having like an electric kit that, well, I won't get bored of very easily. And I think like this Donner one, it's more for kids, in my opinion, to get started. I think it's really cool. You can start practicing on this. You have everything in the right places. Everything is height adjustable, so for your kids you can even put this a little bit lower. Everything. So in that regard, it's a pretty cool set. But for me, I would get bored with this pretty quickly. So this is more for kids, and this is more for like amateurs getting started. And if you really know you want to get into drumming, and you won't get bored of this. So that's my opinion between these, and I hope this video has helped you make your choice.